mortgage lenders discriminating against minorities.
With the help of a Marquette University study, the I-Team uncovered troubling statistics in the way minority homebuyers are treated.
Investigative reporter Eric Ross live at Marquette tonight to explain. Eric.
Good evening. While this 18-page study done by Marquette University reveals lending discrimination on a nationwide spectrum, tonight we're investigating whether it's happening right here in our own backyard. And what we found may, or quite frankly, may not surprise you.
I have bought 3 homes before. I have not been discriminated because of my last name. It doesn't sound like an African-American.
Tracy DiDonatella says her name has helped her avoid discrimination, but for many Americans, that's not the case.
It's something that you hear about. You see news clips, you see lawsuits.
Marquette University professor Dr. Andrew Hansen is the lead author behind this study on mortgage lending discrimination.
There's a small segment of the market that definitely treat minorities differently.
Hansen sent emails to more than 5,000 mortgage loan officers across the country. The emails were similar, asking for information on current mortgage rates and loan options. The only difference, the name of the person sending the inquiry.
They each get an email inquiry from one white-sounding name and one African-American sounding name, and then we see, do they treat them differently?
The results, black-sounding names received fewer responses from loan officers. For example, emails from Jake Kruger got a response 72% of the time, compared to Deshaun Banks, who only received a response 62% of the time. Loan officers also sent fewer follow-up emails to inquiries from African-American sounding names.
Prior to doing the study, what I thought was, what I would find is there's no discrimination, right? This is something that happened 50, 60 years ago.
But people we spoke with in Milwaukee are not surprised by the findings.
I don't think it's right at all, but what can I do? I think, everybody deserves a fair try, no matter the color or race.
Discriminatory lending practices during the 2004 to 2008 housing boom resulted in 2 of the largest cash settlements ever between mortgage lenders and the Department of Justice. $335 million from Countrywide, now affiliated with Bank of America, and $175 million from Wells Fargo.
They're doing something that isn't right. It isn't fair.
The I-Team decided to copy Marquette University's study with local mortgage lenders. Using one white and one black-sounding name, we emailed 10 lenders asking about loans. Ethan Schmidt, a name commonly associated with a white male, received a response 90% of the time, but Jermaine Booker only received a response in 80% of our inquiries. Wisconsin Mortgage Corporation in Brookfield never replied to Jermaine's inquiry. But less than 6 hours after receiving an inquiry from Ethan, a compliance manager responded saying she was out of town and one of her loan officers would be in touch. The very next day, a senior loan officer followed up. We contacted the company's vice president for answers. He declined to talk on camera, but in an email, he acknowledged inquiries from both subjects were received, but says a loan officer was never alerted to contact Jermaine Booker due to a computer system error. He goes on to say the company is now doing some additional testing to make sure this doesn't happen again.
That can still impact a home purchase. You're not going to get a loan quick enough, right? And you might not have a real estate agent that's interested, or you may miss out on the preferred house. Mortgage discrimination is illegal.
Now, if you're denied a loan, you legally have the right to know why. Consumer experts always encourage you to pull your credit report first before applying for a loan. That way you could look for inaccuracies. Inaccuracies in your credit report could result in a lower score, and of course that could impact whether or not you ultimately get approved for a line of credit to take out a mortgage. Now, if you feel you've been discriminated against in any portion of the lending process, we walk you through who to contact and what to do on our website. Just head over to TMJ4.com. For now, reporting live at Marquette University, Eric Ross, today's TMJ4.
Eric, good information. Thanks so much.
Yeah.